בנימין נתניהו, מה הוא החזון שלך?
Did you see that face? Did you see those eyes? Not a thought, not an emotion behind that eyes. This is literally the facial expression of a fucking murderer. This is the facial expression of someone that is absolutely soulless, that is in human form but has no humanity whatsoever within him. And I want to be very, very clear about what I'm about to say. If you are in the beneficial situation of history or in the beneficial position of history, meaning you are white or however you are above someone else in whatever shape or form that may be, and you're not like this man I just staged, the politician that went into the Congress and called Netanyahu exactly what he is, and as a murderer. If you are not like that, you are on the wrong side of history. I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't care about anything. Solidarity and humanity is all it takes. I don't care. This is not about politics, because sometimes people tell me, oh, I'm not into politics. Shut the entire fuck up, okay? First of all, once somebody tells me I'm not into politics, quiet, because you've already lost the argument. You've already lost the argument. The moment you're telling me you're not into politics, I know that you do not give two fucks about the existence and the basic human decency that every human being deserves. You do not care about peace. You do not care about innocent lives. You do not care about capitalism, racism, classism, none of that. You are an egoistic piece of shit. Because human rights and the right to not live under a fucking genocide on stolen land is not politics. It's not fucking politics. The media sold it to us as politics. The media made it look like, oh, if you are left-wing, you're pro-Palestine. If you're right-wing, you're pro-Israel, right? When in reality, this is about humanity. And I don't care what anybody is going to say. The fact that the Israeli government and the country of Israel has only been in existence since 1948, and this is exactly the same situation that we have on Turtle Island. This was an already inhabited area of the world. There was already a civilization existing for hundreds and hundreds of years. People that have built cultures, that have built community, that have built societies. Then somebody came and be like, yeah, that's Israel now. And I don't give a fuck what you want to call that. That's neo-colonization. And if you want to call me anti-Semitic for calling out the fact that neo-colonization is neo-colonization, so fucking be it. I do not give two shits about your opinion, because the fact that neo-colonization can be labeled to an extent that if you speak up against it, you're being called anti-Semitic should tell us everything we need to know. This is not about being pro-Israel or being pro-Palestine. This is about being pro-humanity. And you cannot sit down here and call yourself a human being if you think the existence of one person should be prioritized over the existence of another person just because. Because there is no justification to that. That a group of people have suffered from a genocide does not fucking give them the right to turn their back and commit yet another genocide on stolen land. Because that is what Israel is. It is stolen land. The same way the US is stolen land. The same way UK is stolen land. In the UK, it's even a bit different because there was no former society. There was no inhabited land in that sense when the UK was formed. In the case of Israel, the same way New Zealand, the same way Australia, the same way those countries were colonized is the way people were already inhabiting that land, building societies, ruling kingdoms quite literally. The African continent was entirely inhabited with kingdoms flourishing in ancestral knowledge being passed down for hundreds of years when the white man came and labeled it. When the white man came and gave it existence, because anything before the white man said, I discovered you, did not exist. When in reality, these things very much existed. These societies were flourishing. Arab people have been on the land of Palestine for hundreds of years, and you forming a land on stolen land in 1948 does not give you no fucking rights to nothing in this world. That's it. And that's not anti-Semitism, that's the truth. That's the truth. And if you have common fucking sense, and if you are a Jewish person, an Israeli person, and you have common sense, you will know that. Because on the other hand, there are white people in the US that are very, very knowledgeable and very, very aware of the fact that they are on stolen land. So why are you not? Why are you not? Because you think you deserve some type of roses or some type of cookies because your ancestors suffered from a genocide? That nobody ever said that should be negated, that should be forgotten. Nobody ever said that. The moment you turn around and use your trauma to commit the worst things in human history to another group of people that didn't do you shit, you have lost all sanity. You have lost all respect. You have lost all humanity. I don't care what you went through. I do not give two fucks what you or your people went through. I don't. And nobody should. Because if we continue, if this is the measure of standard, if this is what we want to measure society with, let's fucking go. Then native people in the US should start slaughtering white people. Africans should start slaughtering Europeans. New Zealanders should start slaughtering white people. Australians should start slaughtering white people. Is that what you want? Because if you give Israel the freedom to defend themselves, so do every other indigenous people in the planet get the right to defend themselves. But lo and behold, the people trying to defend themselves are not white. So at the end of the day, everything boils down to the preservation of whiteness. To an extent that the same people that were not considered white during World War II are now being given white privilege to an extent that when they're committing an entire fucking genocide, the whole world stands by and watches. But bear me, dare any indigenous tribe globally start slaughtering their oppressor, the media will be filled with people telling us that this is barbaric, this is inhuman, this da. But colonizers on stolen land get to slaughter the indigenous people. We've been there. We've done that. We've seen that in humanity. We've seen that when fucking Columbus lost his way on the sea and went to slaughter hundreds and thousands and hundreds of thousands indigenous people in the name of discovering the US. We've been there. Your argument about self-defense has no social hold, has no historical hold, has no humanitarian hold, because there was never a reason to defend yourselves in the beginning. There has never been a reason for defense to begin with. Because I don't fucking know if you guys don't know what defense means. Defense means there is an aggressor that you need to defend yourself against. The fact that you think that there is an aggressor in the first place, when the aggressor is actually the same people that are defending themselves against an invisible enemy, because new colonization at one day will flip back. That's that. It will come back. You can't go and colonize a people and expect them to be all fun and games about it, give you your land, give you your culture, give you everything you're asking for, and then never give you anything in return. It's called revenge. It's not even revenge. It's called basic human decency. Because if you come to my house and you want to slaughter my children, I am going to fucking murder you. I'm going to torture you, and I'm going to make sure that nobody that looks like you or has any ties to you will ever return ever again. That is self-defense. Self-defense is defending yourself against colonization and new colonization. Israel colonized land. You do not get to self-defend yourself, or you do not get to defend yourself against the same people that you are stealing from. Do you guys even hear how fucking insane that is? This is like we are looking at a house and a thief went inside that house to murder the people, to steal whatever they own, and dare these people try and defend that intruder. The intruder will now start killing them in the name of, I'm defending myself. Everybody and their mother will ask if we are completely having lost our mind and our sanity, because everybody will know that that does not work the way it does. But in the name of Israel, because of collective guilt, because of social and historical guilt, everybody's like, oh, Israel has the right to defend himself on stolen land? For you to defend yourself, you have to be the owner of something first. That sums it up, okay?